So students, today we are going to discuss chapter 2, globe, latitudes and longitudes. In the previous chapter also we have discussed about the shape of the earth. The true shape of the earth is termed as geoid. Geoid means earth shape. It bulges at the equator. This is the equator. It bulges at the site of equator and it's slightly flattened at the poles. So geoid means it bulges at the equator but slightly flattened at the poles. The diameter of earth round the equator means the diameter. Half is the radius, the full is the diameter. Round the equator, the diameter of the earth is 12,756 kilometers. While the polar diameter, what is polar diameter? From north pole to south pole, the diameter of the earth is 12,712 kilometers. The globe is a three-dimensional model of earth or any spherical means a ball-shaped celestial body is called a globe. So what is globe? Is a true three-dimensional model of earth or any spherical celestial body is called globe. The globe is mounted at an angle. The angle of mounting represents the axis or the angle of the planet in relation to the sun. The total angle of the earth is 360 degrees. Globe is about 360 degrees. If I calculate straight line, then the angle will be 180 degree. These are the axes. Okay, so the earth rotates on its axis only. This we will discuss now. The axis of the real earth is an imaginary line. You cannot see the axis. It is an imaginary line passing from north pole to south pole. So this is the axis as an imaginary line from north pole to south pole, along with the earth along which the earth rotates. When we spin the globe, you spin the globe because of this mounting, the spinning of earth on its axis. As you know, the earth spins around on its own axis. This makes it easier to visualize day and night. Due to rotation, day and night is there. Due to revolution, changing of season is there. This also we have done in the previous chapter. So here when we spin the globe, because of this only mounting, when the earth is spinning on its axis, this makes it easier to visualize the day and night and the changing of the season. Day and night is caused by rotation. Changing seasons, revolution. The axis of the earth is tilted. As you can see, it is slightly tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree to the vertical plane. So the axis of the earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree to the vertical plane. Ancient Greek geographer Ptolemy, he created a grid system of the world in his book Geography for locating the places on earth. I'll tell you how with the help of the grid system you can locate the places on earth. Fact file: the earliest known globe was constructed in 150 BC in Turkey. So the earliest known globe was constructed in 150 BC in Turkey. Artha, currently the world's largest rotating globe, 41 feet in diameter, is at Delorme Mapping Center's headquarters in Yarmouth, Maine, USA. So Artha is the currently world's largest rotating globe, 41 feet in diameter, and where it is? It is at Delorme Mapping Center's headquarters in Yarmouth, Maine, USA. The word globe comes from a Latin word globus, meaning sphere, meaning ball shape. Shape of earth is also termed as oblate spheroid. Oblate spheroids means you have seen an orange fruit, the fruit orange. Its shape is oblate spheroid. So which is similar to an orange is the shape of the earth. Earth is the only planet where life exists, where living organism lives. This is your Artha, the world's largest rotating globe. Where it is? It is in Yarmouth, Maine, USA. Location of the places on the globe. So the location on Earth is done with reference to an imaginary line, parallels and meridians. Parallel and meridians, which are known as latitudes and longitudes. These are termed as latitudes and longitudes. As you know, the earth is an imaginary line that passes from east to west through the center of the earth. This you all know. The equator is an imaginary line. From this is your east side This is your west side. From east to west through the center of the earth, that is your equator. The set of lines running from east to west parallel to the equator. See, these are the lines parallel to the equator. These are your lines of latitude. So the set of lines running from east to west parallel to the equator are lines of latitude. These are horizontal. You can see these are horizontal. The set of lines running from north to south converging at the poles, these are vertical lines. See this line? These are vertical lines and these are your longitudes. The set of lines from north pole to south pole, this is your north pole, this is your south pole. Please, for locating the places on the earth, it is important to know the direction. North, south, east, west. Okay, so the set of lines from north to south converging at the poles, and these vertical lines are longitudes. The intersection of the latitude and longitude pinpoints the location of a place on the earth. Means where your latitude and longitude, they mean these are the locations of the places on the earth. So I'll give you here one example. You can see this red point. First, you will write the north side or the south, the coordinates. So it is at 40° north. Okay, see this red point is at 40° north, and this is which side? West side. 30° west. So here we have located 40° north, 30° west. Done? So it is 40° north and 30° west. Tell me about this blue point. See, it is at 30° north. This is your 30° north. This is in between 10 and 20. The number which is coming in between 10 and 20 is 15. So 15° east, because this is east side. 30° north, 15° east. Fine. Here is also one blue point. It is 30° south. You can see now the south will come. First we are writing now 40° north and 30° north. So now the south side will come. 30° south and 30° west. 30° south and 30° west. These are the degrees. The location of the place is always in degrees. Okay. So here we have done 40° north and 30° west, and here 30° north and 15° east. Here 30° south and 30° west. This line is your prime meridian, 0°, north pole. Okay, and this is your equator. So Delhi is located at 28°, 38. After the degree, this 38 is minutes. After 38, if anything is coming, that is your seconds. So degrees are further divided into minutes and seconds. So it is 77°. This 12 is minutes, and the next anything will come, that is in seconds, east. So the latitudes and longitudes are measured in degrees like that of a circle. For a precise location of the place on the earth's surface, the degrees are further divided into minutes and further seconds. I have told you this thing. This is 28°. After this, minutes will come. This 38 is minutes, and after that anything is coming, that is your seconds. The earth grid is a network of parallels of latitudes and meridians of longitude. You have seen this is parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. So this is your means map. Here are the coordinates, means the degrees they have told. So Delhi, you can see it is at 28° north and 77° east. See, this 38 and 12, these are minutes and seconds. Now in your mobile phone, in everybody's mobile phone, GPS is there. With the help of GPS, these coordinates we can easily find out. Latitude is the angular distance of a point on Earth's surface measured in degrees from the center of the Earth, north or south of the equator. So what is latitude? It is an angular distance of a point on the Earth's surface. It is measured in degrees from the center of the earth, north or south to the equator. Okay, and what are the and north or south to the equator. What are the characteristics of the latitudes? Features, we mean to say. Latitudes are also known as parallels. We have discussed this previous also. Your latitudes are known as parallels because they are circles parallel to the equator. These are circle parallel to your equator. This is your equator. This is whole line going at the back also. Okay, so latitudes are also called parallel. They are also known as parallel because they are circles parallel to the equator. They are equidistant from each other. We are seeing they are equidistant from each other. So the distance between the two parallel, this is the two parallel lines, the distance between the two parallel line is about 111 kilometers. This is approximately 111 kilometers is the distance between these two parallel lines. Like from 0 to 10 degree north, the distance is 111 kilometers. So the distance between the two parallels is 111 kilometers. All parallels except the poles are complete circle. All the parallels except your poles are complete circles. Their circumference of a circle is there. So the circumference decreases gradually from the equator to poles. So circumference decreases from equator to poles. You can see is decreasing. Where they are simply points, the North Pole and the South Pole. You can see this much is the North Pole, this much is the South Pole. The circumference keeps on decreasing. The equator is the largest parallel latitude. Your equator is the largest parallel latitude. The portion to the earth to the north of the equator is termed as northern hemisphere, while that to the south of the equator is termed as southern hemisphere. So the equator is the largest parallel latitude. The portion to the earth to the north of equator is northern hemisphere. This is your northern hemisphere and this is your southern hemisphere. Latitude, the equator is only latitude that is a great circle. It divides the earth almost into two equal halves. All the other parallels are small circles. The distance from the equator to the poles is 1/4 of a circle. From equator to the poles, the distance is 1/4 of the circle. The poles are actually point perpendicular to the equator. The poles are exactly perpendicular to the equator at an angle of 90 degree. Okay, perpendicular means at an angle of 90 degree. So equator is at 0 degree latitude. We have 90 degree parallels of latitude to the north of the equator and 90 degree parallel to the south of equator. So equator has 0 degree latitude. We have 90 degree parallels of latitude to the north of equator and 90 degree parallel to the south of it. Importance of latitude help us to determine the location of places and their relative distances also. It is help us in determining the location of a places and their relative distances. Latitude help us to demarcate the earth into heat zones. It also helps to demarcate the earth into heat zones based on similar temperature condition between the latitudes. We can also determine the general temperature and the climate of a place with the help of these latitudes only. It helps us to give us an idea about the vegetation and wildlife of a place. So these are the important latitudes. North Pole 90 degree, Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, Equator 0 degree, Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south, Antarctic Circle 66.5 degrees south, South Pole 90 degrees south. See this, North Pole 90 degree north, Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, Equator 0 degree, Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south, Antarctic Circle 66.5 degrees south, and your South Pole 90 degrees south. So now we are going to discuss about their importance. North Pole, it receives a slanting rays of sun. Slanting rays of sun is coming to the North Pole. Has extreme cold climate. At the poles extreme cold climate is there. Sun rays last continuously for 6 months in summers. For other half of the year it is complete darkness. So, in the North Pole, slanting rays of the sun, extreme cold climate, continuously for 6 months, sun rays lasting long. Summer season, for the other half, it is complete darkness. In the Arctic Circle, 66.5 degree north, slanting rays of sun is coming. It is also having cold climate with a long winter and short summer. Winter season is long, summer season is short. Sun does not set on 21st June. On 21st June, the sun does not set here in the Arctic Circle. Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north. Sun shines vertically overhead on 21st June. Means in the Tropic of Cancer, the sun shines vertically overhead. Northern Hemisphere experiences summer and Southern Hemisphere experience winter. So in the Northern Hemisphere, summer comes, in the Southern Hemisphere, winter comes. Equator, 0 degree. Important parallel. It divides the earth into two equal halves. It receives the direct rays of the sun. So the climate is hot throughout the year because the direct rays of the sun is coming. Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south. Sun shines vertically overhead on 22nd December. The sun is vertically overhead on 22nd December. The earth has summer in southern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, summer season is there, and in the northern hemisphere, winter season is there. Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degrees south. It also receives the slanting rays. It is having cold climate with short summers and long winters. And sun does not set on 22nd December. These lines are same. See here also in the Arctic Circle also the climate was cold, long winter, short summer. Here also long winter, short summer. Here only the date difference is there. Sun does not set on 21st June. Here the sun does not set on 22nd of December in Antarctic Circle. South Pole, 90 degrees south. 6 months of daylight and 6 months of darkness, means extremely cold climate. So 6 months of daylight is there and 6 months of darkness. Darkness means extremely cold type of climate is there. Please understand it very carefully. Revise the video again and again.